Okay, so everybody has a different worksheet. My worksheet, these inequalities might not be the same as your inequalities. So make sure that you look, and when I graph mine, you're graphing yours, and when I shade mine, you're shading yours. They're not the same, so if you shade the same thing that I did, you might get the answer wrong if you don't have the same paper that I did. Okay, so right here, we're going to put these in, hold on real quick. We're going to put these in decimals. I'm going to put this one first, and then this one. And so you know, they already drew the lines for you. Okay? This one was a solid line, and this is a dashed line. So look at yours. They're already drawn for you. All we have to do is the shading. Do you shade above? Do you shade below? So we're going to put them in decimals. This one's x less than or equal to 3. You put yours. So type it in. So this line is already drawn on my paper. All I have to do is shade this way. So check yours and see which way you're shading. And I want you to shade it right now with one color. So whatever color you picked, you shade it. So right here, mine is this red line. So I'm shading everything on this side. Okay? So pause and go ahead and start coloring and then play again when you're ready for the next one. So you should have done yours already. Now we're going to go to the second one. So this one right here, you're going to put it in. Now I'm going to show you a trick real quick. Can you give me this paper? This paper. I'm going to show you a trick real quick on the calculator. You can put them both in at the same time. So this is y greater than negative 1/2 x. Oops, I need to put the x next to it. Plus 3. You see how they both graph together? If I just want to see one of them, let's say I just want to see the blue one, don't exit the red one. Just hit right here the color. If you hit on it, it disappears, but it's still written up there. So if I want to ever do it again, you click on it again. So I don't want it right now, so I'm just going to click it off. I just want the blue part. So you see how my line was a dashed line? Look at the one on your paper and see which way are you shading. Are you shading above or are you shading below? Remember, yours is different than mine, so make sure that you put it in your calculator and that it does what you want it to do. So I'm going to go back to my paper. And now with a different color, I'm shading everything above this line. Okay? So I'm going to make sure that you press pause and finish it and then press play when you're ready for the next one. Okay, so now that we have two different inequalities and we have done the shading, where do you think our solutions are going to be? Where do you think our solutions are going to be? Let's go back to the graph. I'm going to turn both of them on. Where do you think the solutions are? In the blue and the red. So the part that they share together. The part that they share together. So the area where you did two colors at the same time, that's the solution. That's where the solutions are found. So if I go back to my paper, right? And I colored all of this, what letter lies in my solutions? Mine is M. Which one is yours? So look at your paper and look at where you used both colors, los dos colores. What letter is it? Okay? And then you're going to go down here. This is number 1 is M. So down at the bottom, you're going to go to the bottom. And where you see number 1, you're going to put M. And it's supposed to spell something out. Now, we don't all have M. So make sure that you check what letter you got and use that letter for yours. And we're going to keep going. You're going to do the same thing in the front and in the back. And if you have questions, make sure you raise your hand and you ask me.